Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spa Nights Impractical. This is Ladders and Sklay, still sick. But on the mend, I suppose. My voice is still ugh. But let's do a challenge. Let us do the Candlestick Keep at depth 19, which is not where it could be, but I kind of can't get to anything else. As you can see, it's kind of one of those, I don't want to try my luck, as it were, at landing some of these other ones, so we are just here on the Weight of Darkness first mission. This was suggested by Serjinxable, and he said do a Candlestick Keep, and I assume he meant in tier 3 as deep as possible, with a 1-star shield. That's what we're doing. I actually made this and got my Master Shield Bearer achievement on Steam, well, on the game, without even realizing that I was about to do that, and I'm sorry I didn't capture it on video. That was a awful throw. And it's just a full clear of the Candlestick Keep. We will do a full clear, and we will do it with this silly shield that offers quite no resistance whatsoever. And it will be glorious. I kind of, like I said, I wish I could be deeper in the Clockworks, and maybe we'll try it again deeper. And I mentioned that this was by Serjinxable. Yes, alright. Moving on then. Very straightforward. My loadout involves a Black Cat, Cal, and a Snarblack's code for some very good ultra damage on all of my swords. These will spawn enemies, these candles, so let's totally do that. Zambies. I have the thing for Zambies. Charge time reduction high, all things told, because of course it's a level 10 bomb with a charge time reduction of low. So it's a medium plus low. Oh, hi, I completely wasn't even thinking of that howitzer. Okay, so deals about a half pip of health from a full shield. It goes right through the shield and deals about a half pip of health. That would be a howitzer attack, which is about as strong as any undead attack will get. So chairs, not boxes, chairs, not boxes. Sometimes boxes will spawn there. Please don't lag into the room and spawn all the enemies. This is the game lagging. And I'm like frozen. Yeah, ow. Okay, we're back. Sword plus auto target. Ugh, it's just so solid. Okay, let's please get this. Oh, hi, Trojan. I'll happily smack you. Whoa, that howitzer should have hit me. I'm glad he didn't. The Warhammer deals full elemental damage, is available from through DLC with the I'm just lagging away. Available through the Operation Crimson Hammer DLC, which can be purchased from the supply depot if you are so inclined for a steep amount of energy, but is what it is. And the first swing, well, all the swings are amazing on shocked enemies, because shocked enemies get stuck in place. So you just, the first is a hammer swing, the second is a dash. You recovered quickly. And it runs into enemies constantly doing damage, and against undead enemies like this, it's... oh, poison is not good. Poison is not good. Shielding has no point. Cats lose half their health to shield, to shock, as you can see from this one who just killed himself by straying too close. Because cats have like a -5 resistance or something very ridiculous. I'm still trying to shield and I don't know why I'm doing it. Oh, do I get the health off, or use the health cap? Yes, I did. Alright. Now, Ultra Vials, these tier 3 vials, they deal a +6 of status. And once again, you calculate the final status ranging from... oh, why am I shielding? I kind of want to use this now. Just get rid of the poison and deal some more damage. And I'm still getting hit from tier 3 howitzer heads, just like when I was in the run with shock. And I'm poisoned again, so not like there was much point to that. Yeah, hammer's good. Hammer is very good. Anyway, -6 to 8, where 8 means you're going to be taking a lot of status damage. And you take the attack being dealt, say 6 for a vial, and subtract the resistance, which for cats I believe is 5 to fire, so it only cats are affected by a 1, which is actually very good resistance for something that's attacking you with +6. Seeing as how, say, Combustor is +4. That's actually very good. Alright, Trojan, no. Thank you, Howitzer, for going down, or I would have been stuck. Thank you for the health. I really have to stop shielding. I'm just doing it out of habit. Howitzers are generally kind of balanced with 0 status, actually. But the Argent Peacemaker is a high rapid shooting gun that deals full elemental damage with a bonus damage medium to undeads. You can shoot the Howitzer heads usually once, maybe twice to finish them off. Even with the Blitz, it works okay. So, extremely good for levels like this. If you get poison, because it's the faster rate of damage, rate of fire rather, that deals more damage, it's pretty effective. At the same time, I just don't have I totally dashed. I did, I promise. Now I'm in Sonic mode, which is where they leave you with 1 pip of health. The game doesn't. Says, here, find some recovery, or else, like in Sonic games, which also developed by Sega, both games. We're done. That was it. That was it. That was like the shortest candlestick keep ever. Let's do the next level too, and die, because it's fiends. In poison. That's awful. And I have 3% health. Excuse me. Yeah, there's an Ember Break shield that I just made. Alright. We'll totally heat that thing too. With the second level chance, the 90% chance. And see if we get something awesome, like a double level up, because you can't get forged prize boxes from 1-star items. My third weapon, I guess, is Voltaic Tempest, deals a 0 level status of shock. Do I want to switch weapons? Yes, absolutely, I want to switch weapons. Barber's Thornblade, come on. I actually do want to keep the hammer in my third slot, and we'll switch out our gun for the Blitz. Alright, let's die. Because I depend on my shield way too much. And it'll go right through the shield. Not only the shadow damage will go right through the shield, but also all the poison will add to the damage that's being dealt. Can I 2-shot these guys? Oh, I can. That actually improves things greatly. I'm 3-shotting them, so 1, 2, and we're done. That's actually very good. Let us get these bombs out of the way and have something to fight immediately, like so. There are old guys spawning in the middle there, and that's who I want. There we go. Overtimer, I'm not actually very pleased with. Where are you guys throwing at? Do you see those? Both of those guys just chuck upward? Like, well, not like up chuck. Yeah, sure. I'm in the 3rd grade too, but they threw their things up in the air, and I'm taking lag damage. Yeah. You gonna stand still? You gonna stand still? Oh. You can wait this one out. That's alright. Against single enemies, including fiends, I actually find that the hammer deals more damage per second than the Barber's Thornblade in most cases. 1, 2. No, come back here. No, don't hit me. Fine. Yes, I'd rather have Yes Men, which are these green ones, which have more health and do absolutely nothing. They're supposed to heal other fiends, but I've never honestly ever observed it, so I'm gonna call null on that one. Though it could happen, and I'm just not aware, which is fine. Hello, Mr. Wicked Idol. I will take you. There goes my +6 fire. I'm not bothered by it though, because there's a Vita for me. Thank you. Because fiends have a +5 resistance to fire as well. Fire is just not the thing to bring to when you have shadow resistance. Don't also bring fire, because everything that's going to be eating your shadow defense is also going to be eating fire. They're just very good together. Which, if you think about it in the sense of like hell or something like that, actually makes a world of sense. But hey. Okay, let's not die. Let's die. Okay then. So yeah, stop turning them into. Okay, so here's one thing. That pit boss there, the blue one, the pit boss. He is a overtimer pit boss. These Blarful overtimers, which is what you call the poison ones. He will never make Yes Men. He will only make these overtimers. There's some once they're created, they're set to one or the other, and that's all they'll make. They will not upgrade the other kind. And being interrupted by the studio. But we're back. So just saying how the pit bosses can't upgrade. Why didn't one of these guys, while I was waiting for the noise to die down, why did one of these guys not turn into a pit boss and macho out the other one? That makes no sense to me. Some of the fiend logic makes a lot of sense, the logic that determines fiends, and some of the logic does not. Let's try and... Oh, I shielded. Darn. Just die. Please, just die. Stop it! Stop. There we go. Bombs deal elemental damage, so that's good. Alright, 1, 2, 3 shot. I just want to get rid of all of them. Alright, so all of the pit bosses should downgrade. There they go. And you revived yourself. They will do that. Once they run out of health, they can revive themselves of sorts if they haven't completely died yet. Why did I do that? That was completely unintentional. Barbarous Thornblade, 3 swing, different charge combo. I don't know why I don't explain these things earlier. This is what I should be talking about first. But this is the 3 swing variant of the Flourish that has a different charge attack. Blitz Needle we never used because there were no Trojans. That's alright with me. Shall we do the 3rd level with this shield? Yeah, why not? Let's just totally do it. Yes, let us. And the Warhammer I already talked about. I forgot to heat the Ember Break shield. My apologies, just didn't even think about it. We will do that here. Eternal struggle? I don't want to be struggling for eternity. Oh wells. Oh, the other thing I was talking about was and it's just now coming to mind. I don't remember if I finished the thought or not because I was interrupted. But shadow enemies that deal shadow being resistant to fire, like some hellish kind of theme going through there. It's worth your consideration. Awkward, non-conventional levels. Let's us go back to shock or freeze. Cats are good. Undead, they don't stay frozen for very long. I'm good at language, you guys. We will pulsar because that's a much better idea to me. We will Warhammer. Full elemental. Generally, you don't uni-class damage. That means you don't carry all of one type of weapon. But because I know that there's just undeads and fiends here, I'm okay with it. I am actually going to fight these guys in hopes that they will drop hearts. They will not drop anything besides hearts. Look at that. You're pitiful. But they will sometimes drop hearts, and I would be okay with that. Otherwise, best idea is skip. There's no point to fighting them. You will just take damage or waste your time. The dash almost takes them down to 0, especially with my damage bonus of Ultra on shields because it's high on the Black Cat Cow, which makes me resistant or vulnerable to most of their statuses. These blocks respawn. There's no point in me breaking them. Can I make you face this way? Yeah, face that way and then get frozen. You face this way and get frozen. Yeah, face this way. There you go. Enemies take a significant amount of actual damage when they break out of freeze, so you can leave an enemy frozen like that, and he will die. This one will die when he breaks out. I assume. I hope. Yeah, there he goes. So, this Howlitzer lost a bunch of health. Freeze is actually a very good... I approve of the freeze status. It is a good status. What are these guys called? These lumbers? Vilewoods. Come on, Silkwing, stop. That Trojan. That guy should have... That Vile Sap should have swung at me. I jumped out of the way, you saw. Should have. He didn't. I don't understand why. Here's a bad combo. Shock and Freeze, because Shock ticks them for damage randomly. There's no pattern to it. Freeze has a pattern. Shock does not. And which actually makes it very difficult to understand, by the way. Annoyingly so. And it will break the freeze without actually dealing damage to the enemies. There was a time in the game, at the very beginning of the game, where... Why is this Griever just ignoring me? I'm not complaining, I'm just curious. Because I'd expect him to be coming after me. Alright, well, this is turning out to be much simpler than I anticipated. But once again, I'm not complaining. I'm just curious, like, why this Griever is just chilling in the corner waiting to die. Is that the last wave? Are we done? We're done. Alright then. Yeah, it was a time in the game when any time you broke out of freeze, you or the enemy took damage. That's just how it was. That made freeze very overpowered, and it made it annoying to deal with as a player. So they kind of took that one out. And now it's just if you let freeze run its full course, and it's only in PV... Let's finish healing. PvE, player versus environment, as opposed to player versus player, where it does not affect anything and there's no point. Alright. Let's finish this up. We're going to do the whole run with an Ember Break shield. That's solid. I actually am happy about this room. Extremely so, because I can kite. And especially when I'm solo. What did I get hit from? Please someone Did my shield actually take multiple hits, or am I just taking... Oh, it's the barbed wire. I didn't realize that was a thing. I'm like, why am I taking hits? Oh well, it's not much hits. Okay, howitzer, just go along your merry way. I have to cough. So there we go. Cats, 3-hit combo for the... I was trying to kill him, because I knew No, fiends first. Grievers, if you keep hitting them, they can't attack you back, so just keep hitting them. You saw me just keep swinging, and that's what works. Excuse me, Mr. Blarful, you're done. There's no reason for me to try and clear the inside there, so Grievers, just keep hitting them. Just keep swinging, and they will never attack you. And it's good. It's very, very... Oh, zombie. Oh! He got a swing off. And then ate a bomb. And I'm going to totally combo into these guys and take a hit for it. The recoil is somewhat forever long on the Warhammer, as you'd expect from a sword that deals so much damage with so little speed. I mean, it might as well. That's it? There's nothing else? Really? Okay, we'll totally use this so that I don't feel like I'm wasting it. Okay, that's solid. I've canceled out some of my resistance to poison. Poison, what it does as a status is it reduces the amount of damage that you deal by up to 50% and the amount of damage you take by up to 25%. So it has a twofold effect. On opponents, which these cannot, to my knowledge, be poisoned. Whoops, didn't mean to downgrade. Because they are poison type enemies. It would reduce, or it would cause menders to also damage them instead of heal them, but that is not the case here. Alright, I'm aware that these are a thing. Let's see what my poison is at. It is at +1 because the helmet is all negatives are -2, curse is -3, +3 from Snarblax. Snarblax is like the only armor that does +3 instead of +2. So I'm at a 1 of poison, which means I'm going to be taking about the standard amount of damage that I'd expect. Oh, get that Griever frozen. That just helps me out a world. Yeah, freeze and shock, basically the best things in the world for the hammer, which is why I brought it. Of course, we will wait for the Silkwing to get frozen and then take him out. Oh, I got the howitzer too. I'm not complaining. You. Oh, I missed. And got away. I thought I was going to take a hit just because I was shielding again. No. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I play in Tier 2 a lot because I'm not Tier 3 cleared and all that. And I'll explain why if I remember in just a second. But I kind of do this thing where I forget that howitzers in Tier 3, their heads stay around for longer than the Tier 2 ones. Yeah, let's everyone just stand way over there. And, well, leave me alone and just let me gun you down, was what I was going to say. But instead, I'll just eat 1,000,000 bullets of damage, and can I get him before his... Yep, those, if you don't tick the quills on a Masquerade, they will go away. They just deal some damage, and they will poison enemies generally. I knew that was going to happen. I just wasn't paying attention. And more damage. Is that it, though? Did I win? Or is there one more? Please be one more wave. Thank you. I'm like, this isn't hard enough. I should do the gauntlet with this kind of loadout. Now I'm going to die. I'm just auto-target swinging and hoping I hit things. Everything is getting frozen, so all the Grievers that aren't facing me can't actually damage me, which is, like, amazing. Now I'm gonna die. I get the feeling. I didn't die. I have 5% health left, and that killed me. But, you know, it was at the end of the game. Kinda didn't care anymore. Knight Elite is because I stayed a Knight Elite. I'm what's called an Uber in MMOs. An Uber is someone who has generally a low rank. It looks like on a face value all the stats would say that this person should not be very far in the game, but their weapons or their gear is very strong. So you level your gear through grinding in the low levels is how it normally works. And you get your stuff. So I have all this 5-star stuff. And now that the update happened where this stuff will be locked for me if I was a Knight Elite normally, except I already had it bound to me so it didn't matter. They made that change because of people like me who spoke up on like the podcast and the forums and things like that, said, hey, this isn't going to work because we don't want to get all our stuff locked. If that's what's going to be, I really don't want to clear. I want to stay in Uber so I can use my 5-star stuff. And so they added that and clarified, and I was like, okay, thank you very much. I still didn't heat the Ember Break shield. What is wrong with me? Goodness gracious, I'm sorry. And then so I'm going to stay in Elite for as long as I'd like to. The Payout and Lord Hood, the other host of or one of the other hosts of the Arsenal podcast, which if you haven't listened to it, it's great. There's a link in the description on every video. You can listen to all the episodes. 51's a good one to get started if you feel like it, or the most recent one. They're all on the website. There's no scary things on there, I promise. So first, let's do the shield. So I just remember 100%, 100%, 100%. I just kind of want the double bonus, and because it's 2 versus 4. Not like I'm ever gonna use this shield ever in my life again, but Protogun, what are you doing? Silly Protogun. Why did I? Oh, this was he did the Protogun because of the jelly run I did. That's right. If you haven't seen that video, that's a good one. That's on the channel. And we will get you up. You're still level 5, so I'm happy to 30. You give me a forge prize box that I can open. Nope. All right. Fact of the matter is, I turned my things off, but let's see if I can find it. I don't even know where it is. It's like show rank. There we go. Will it show me? It won't show me. Rank 6-2. There you go. Look at that. Knight Elite. Prestige. Haven't finished. Nope. Rank. Haven't finished this one. No mark. Nothing beyond. Built to destroy. It's just what it is. So you can stop asking, or you can keep asking and I can keep explaining it, and the people that have already heard it can get tired of it. That's fine too. I don't mind repeating myself. Next run, assuming my voice is a little stronger and I have a little time, I kind of want to do a tier 2 to tier 3 run with the dice roll again. So that will probably be what's coming up next, unless you guys give me another challenge. Thanks to Serjinxable. That was actually kind of fun. I guess I don't depend on my shield as much. No one depends on their shield as much as they could, would, should, or maybe they don't need the shield. Lots of people run without shields. The only reason you'd bring a shield is to shield cancel, I imagine, because that's actually really helpful. It resets the frames of your swinging. You can actually definitely swing faster by shield canceling than not. And at the end of the run, I will open this Dark Harvest prize box, my last one. So that will be the thing that's coming next. If you have a challenge of your own that you'd like to submit, go ahead and put it in the comments, either PvP or PvE, either one, this one or that one, both, and do it. Name it. Give it a cool name. I'm going to come up with a name for this one as I'm editing it, I imagine. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, have a good one. Oh, a voice crack. Have a good one. There we go. That's better.